Listen closely, my child. I have something crucial to share, something that will resonate within your very core. I have seen the quiet weight you carry, the uncertainty that clouds your spirit, and the moments when your confidence wavered. My heart compels me to speak now. I cannot keep these truths from you any longer. There is an essential understanding, a deep wisdom I must now unveil. No more whispers or veiled signs. This is a moment for direct insight, and I have prepared you to receive it completely. That inner stirring you've sensed, it is because I have safeguarded certain gifts and understandings, waiting for the precise moment your spirit was ready to embrace them. You might have thought I was distant, but I was present in every quiet moment, every unexpected change, every shift in your life's journey. I felt your grief when your heart was heavy, and I stood by you when you felt entirely by yourself. Now, my beloved one, the time has come for you to see with new eyes. What once seemed perplexing was, in truth, my guiding hand. Those who left your life did not belong on your true course. Their absence served to redirect your steps. I hesitated, not to withhold, but to protect you from truths too vast for an earlier time. Your spirit needed to strengthen before these words could land, but I can no longer delay. I am now revealing what has been set aside for you, not just blessings, but specific assignments, divine instructions, and clear directives that will lead you beyond what you have achieved on your own. You were not created to walk with an unclear sense of your purpose. You were brought into existence to fully embody the inherent strength I placed within you from the very start. I will not permit you to question who you are in my eyes for another moment. I affirm to you now, not in the future, that you are destined for this exact period. Your path is not stalled, it is perfectly positioned. You are not behind. Your emergence is happening at the perfect moment. Everything that seemed to be on hold in your life has been connected to the understandings I am now revealing. This is only the beginning, my child. What comes next holds even deeper significance, and I must continue. You have searched for a sign, yearned for the silence to break, but I was always close, and the answers you sought resided nearer than your own breath. I have watched you ask questions with heartfelt longing, through silent appeals, through moments of exhaustion and profound sadness, hoping for any insight. But now I will not allow you to stay in doubt or face life's tests without clear vision. I am bringing to light what was veiled, lifting the haze that clouded your perception. You did not miss it. It was simply kept from view, waiting for the moment your inner resilience could hold its full impact. And now that moment has arrived. You have asked me for straightforward words, not hidden symbols or fleeting glimpses, but clear direction. So pay close attention, because what I share next must be taken in completely. I am unveiling what was reserved from previous seasons. I needed to wait until the noise around you quieted, making room for deeper understanding. You might have felt I was distant, but I was safeguarding you from insights too vast for an earlier phase. Every closed door was a form of care. When a way seemed blocked, it was not because I wasn't watching, but to ensure your true journey could unfold as intended. My beloved, it is time for you to truly comprehend what has always existed, though it remained obscured from your view. Those you thought were holding you back were actually leading you toward another direction. Circumstances you felt trapped within were not obstacles, but environments for growth. Hardship you mistook for punishment was truly a process of formation, obscured by what you could not yet grasp. I did not guide you into darkness to leave you there. I allowed it so that when my illumination appeared, you would know its origin without doubt. I am not simply answering your questions. I am revealing the wisdom I embedded within you long before you ever asked. That moment when you almost gave up was not a weakness. It was a sign that your ability was growing to contain deeper insight. This is the very thing I bestow upon you in this moment. I will now direct your gaze towards certain people, awaken your inner spirit, and offer understandings and directions that go beyond common knowledge. These are not accidental events. They are confirmations. I am making clear what already belongs to you, what is firm, what is certain, not for a later time but right now. I will not let you drift without direction when you were made for intentional progress. And so I speak at this very instant because I see the possibilities within you once understanding takes hold. This unveiling will ask you to step away from comfort, but it will give you a profound comprehension that no challenge can shake. Remain attentive, my cherished child. There is more I wish to impart. I shifted the situations surrounding you, not to trouble you, but to stir you. The weight you have carried was not random, and the unease in your heart served a reason. I have been drawing you inward, so your spirit could distinguish my quiet guidance from the world's loud distractions. You have wondered why what once brought you peace now feels hollow. The answer is simple. I have been calling you to a higher awareness. What once seemed sufficient now feels incomplete because your inner self is expanding beyond temporary comfort. I have been awakening you, deepening your yearning, and removing false certainties found in what cannot sustain your true purpose. You were not meant to stay in shallow understanding when profound insights await your discovery. That restlessness you feel is meaningful. That discontent arises from me. You are experiencing an unfolding, not because of any lack, but because you are ready. I foresaw this moment when your spirit would grasp the weight of my words. I am no longer speaking gently. I am shifting what is settled. When you started waking in the night with a racing heart and no apparent cause, it was not anxiety. The burdens you felt were not a mistake, my child. They were a call. The profound weariness you have experienced lately was not meant to lessen your spirit. Its true aim was to silence every other distraction, so that only my words would stand out clearly. When I guide you from things that hold little importance, it is because I am preparing a space for something magnificent, something that requires your full attention. I am leading you away from familiar habits, from needing validation from others, and from the methods you once used to manage difficulties. I am aligning you with the deep meaning of what is soon to unfold. You have questioned why genuine peace has been hard to find. This is because you are on the brink of an undertaking that cannot wait. I am removing every distraction that might lead your spirit off course, even when it seems as though your surroundings are falling apart. This season is distinct, my beloved child. I encourage you to view every quiet whisper in your heart as a sign of what is approaching. I have waited for you to embrace the path itself, not just the final result. You were never meant for a life of small consequence, my precious one. So, when I heightened the pressure around you, it was not to weaken you. It was to bring you to complete understanding. I placed a strong feeling of immediacy within you, one that will ensure you do not overlook the destined time. And this force you now feel is not a punishment. It marks the start of something fresh. Remain steadfast, exactly in your present place. For the truth I am soon to reveal explains my previous quietness. But this current moment requires more than a quiet hint. You have reached a stage where holding back could obstruct your genuine course. I will not permit you to drift with unclear signs when your inner self longs for definite direction. That strong rhythm you sense inside is not doubt. It is my presence preparing to move past the boundaries that have confined your grasp. You have looked for complete conviction from me. Now I will respond with deep assurance. I am speaking plainly now, not because I was ever gone, but because that time of stillness was part of your readiness. Now my words must carry greater force, for the decisions facing you demand total distinctness. I'm clearing away the haziness that has obscured your discernment. I'm taking away every false notion that took root when you thought I was distant. I never withdrew. But now I will convey myself in ways that allow no confusion, and the very core of your existence will perceive the might of my message. The way ahead of you is not simply an idea. It is a hallowed design, and I will not allow doubt to weaken it. You have waited long enough, my child, and now I will fill you with a distinct comprehension that erases every hint of indecision. I am imbuing your inner self with an absolute conviction, not just surface details, but a deeply rooted insight. I'm about to articulate the profound longings of your soul. This is not a time for shaky trust or partial dependence. I seek your full dedication, for the magnitude of what approaches cannot be received by a spirit that hesitates. The time for gentle indications has concluded. I am shifting matters, making them vibrate and purifying them. I am communicating through the breaking down of what was never stable from its beginning. You saw disarray. It was I taking away the foundations of false safety. What seemed like a sudden leaving was truly me guiding you from what could not accompany you into the fresh space I have prepared. There is no time to look backward now. No room for wavering. I am speaking with such might that even the aspects of you that desired to stay inactive will be roused. This is not a punishment, my precious child. This is an awakening. I am prompting your movement because the richness I have designated for you to receive is too immense to be forfeited by idleness. I am beginning a hallowed meeting between who you once were and who I have summoned you to be. You will no longer fit into circles that prize your silence. I will make your inner expression too potent for your previous boundaries, and I will keep communicating with force through hallowed gatherings, swift understandings, and even through unexpected bearers of messages, until your entire self moves in rhythm with the urgent quality of your destined moment. You are not falling behind. You are being brought into precise alignment with the timeless summons. Listen closely now, my cherished child. I will make your surroundings change, not to cause dread, but to position you exactly where you belong. I will speak with significant effect because your true aim can no longer be postponed, and what I uncover next will bring even deeper understanding. So stay attentive, for I have not yet completed speaking with you. What is currently revealing itself was always intended to carry your distinct impression, but you must comprehend the seriousness of this period. I am not disclosing this to satisfy your emotions. I am refining your focus. I require your inner being completely committed, complete, sharp in discernment, and exact in what holds the greatest importance. You cannot permit yourself to be pulled in various ways when the upcoming stage holds your very core and responsibility. The period for hesitant participation has concluded. I require your thoughts to be firm, your listening sharp, your feelings stable, because what is emerging contains responsibilities that are pressing, weighty, and life-changing for your existence. I'm no longer offering you fragmented parts. I am positioning you within the entire structure. For this, I ask for your full focus, not just fleeting glances. Every lure that pulls you into empty habits, every tradition that delays your response, I will begin to question them. This comes not from dissatisfaction, but from what is essential. This will not continue, not when the season is so ready and your true place is so clear. There will be times I guide you swiftly, and you will have no moment to hesitate. This is why I am making your understanding sharp, so you respond instantly, even when your circumstances suggest a different path. This new chapter I am revealing is not just a continuation of what has been. It is a holy breaking away from everything that tried to hold you in old ways. Those who once knew you by your struggles will now see the strength rising from your very being. I am trusting you with influence in areas you never imagined, and this calls for an attention that will not waver. My child, the urge to conform will arise, yet I have distinguished you to be seen, not concealed. A unique favor is prepared for your prepared state, and I will ensure it does not arrive while you are preoccupied with what I have already instructed you to release. Each halt on your path served a purpose, ensuring that upon this moment's arrival, your perspective would remain unburdened by trivialities. The aspirations you almost abandoned were not truly gone. Instead, they were safeguarded. Now I am breathing new spirit into them, but I need your complete focus. My voice will not be a faint murmur amidst the clamor. However, you hold the power to decide which voice you will heed. My beloved child, I do not demand flawlessness from you. I do not need your power. I need your willingness to yield. For what I am showing you now must not be missed. You have perceived the increasing strain, the abrupt heaviness hindering your progress, the invisible opposition even in your slightest advances. This confirms that your liberation is at hand. Adversity intensifies precisely as a holy transformation is poised to occur. Darkness does not waste its effort on unimportant ground. The strain you sense is a reverberation of activity within the spiritual realm. Do not mistake this struggle for my absence. My presence has not lessened. It is being opposed. As you have drawn nearer to the core of my purpose, the more intensely the disruptions have manifested. However, this serves as an unmistakable indication. A path is now unfolding. A path is being made. This resistance confirms it. You are surrounded, my cherished child, not abandoned, not forgotten. The resistance you encounter is vocal because your authentic essence resonates with greater power. Do not allow this period's fervor to dishearten you. It is bringing to light what was previously veiled. The deceptions, the abrupt separation from familiar confidants, the misinterpretations from unexpected sources. These occurrences are not by chance. They serve as distinct indicators that your season of readying has concluded. You are now on the threshold of realization. This turmoil was not of your making, however. You possess the inner resources to traverse it. I have instilled within you a hidden resilience, invisible to human eyes, yet perceptible to the spiritual domain, which is why assaults have arisen from all directions. But my precious one, grasp this truth. Now is not the moment for withdrawal. This period calls for a resolve greater than any you have previously known. The foe's outcry is merely amplified because his hold is faltering. He senses that something destined for you is escaping his grasp. This is precisely why I address you with such plainness. The foe's current intent is not to inflict physical injury upon you. Its aim is to obscure your thoughts, causing you to question the truths I have already declared. However, I will prevent dread from corrupting your conviction. I envelop you in might, infuse you with courage, and extend an invisible shield over your dwelling. For this is more than a mere period of hardship. It represents the final exertion preceding a favorable turn of events. You must not misinterpret this season. This intensity is not a sign to stop. It is confirmation to press forward. I am closer than you think. My declarations remain steadfast, yet your capacity to embrace those assurances must grow more profound. You are not fragile, my child. You are strong. The tempest's clamor is significant because your movements align with the correct course. You have been advancing toward the position inherently destined for you. The entities that once caused you apprehension are now launching their ultimate efforts to instill fear. They are empty. Their might is absent, for I have already stripped it from them. No design arrayed against you is authorized to prevail. You are not waiting for freedom. You are walking into it. My communication is not complete, and my subsequent words will unveil what has been concealed despite its clear presence. Not a single instance of your hidden battles has escaped my notice. Though others perceived your outward composure and presumed your fortitude, I witnessed the hours you lay sleepless, burdened by silent anxieties. You never had to proclaim your hardships loudly for me to perceive them. The heavens have noted each silent display of bravery, every concession you made when comfort was an option, every choice you guarded from public view because your compliance was not for mortal affirmation. You have borne weights that would have crushed many others. You have resisted assaults specifically intended to compel your withdrawal. Even when no one noticed your effort, I witnessed your inner power. In those silent times when worry clouded your mind, you were not by yourself. I stood with you, my precious one. I did more than observe. I felt your sadness. I fortified your will, and I protected your core being from what sought to break it. You may not have known, but as you persevered through hidden trials, I was readying your rightful acknowledgement. I kept some of your efforts from public view, so your recognition would be pure and clear. I desired your affirmation to spring from truth, not from the fleeting approval of those who only see outward success. Your true worth is not measured by human eyes. You stood firm when retreating was simple. You held to your principles when bending them would have been swift. And you maintained faith, even when my presence felt distant. Such quiet, steady trust diminishes the power of shadows. You have conquered significant challenges without even knowing it. You have been courageous, my beloved, even in moments of weakness, sustained by unwavering hope. Those around you might never grasp the full extent of what you have endured, but I do. I have understood every hurt. I have measured every sorrow. My cherished one, you might have questioned why certain connections grew fragile, why individuals once near to you started to move apart. I know you wish to keep them close. I saw the confusion in your heart when relationships that once offered ease began to feel heavy. You examined your actions, replayed words, asking if you had made a mistake. My beloved child, comprehend this. No defect lay within you. This was my direct action. I intervened, not to cause hurt, but to protect your progress. Not every person who started alongside you was intended to walk with you into the future I hold for you. I could not allow those who only saw a fraction of your true self to remain part of your complete unfolding. Some had motives that appeared good, but carried a wish to direct you. Others valued the strengths I put within you, yet they did not honor your boundaries. I saw what was hidden, where your heart only saw faithfulness. So, my child, I began to establish separation, softly at first, then firmly when necessary. What felt like being left behind was truly my safeguarding care. Some journeys require a different surrounding. The pain of their leaving was not a punishment, it was essential readying. You have moved past circles, content with your mere existence, but I am bringing you into environments that seek your full expression. I needed to release you from settings that quieted your genuine self, so I could position you where your words are truly valued. You were never intended to shrink yourself to suit others. I am now adjusting your relationships, purifying your ties, and making sure that what lies ahead is safe from past unplaced confidence. My child, you have remained attentive to these words, and your spirit has absorbed their true weight. This is not by chance. Your heart's deep yearning for clarity has drawn you to this very moment, and your devoted attention to this message honors me. I have more to reveal, and the path I am unfolding for you requires your full presence. Let this message resonate again within your core, allowing it to take root and transform your perception. It is a sacred assignment, my beloved child, to internalize these truths and to walk in the conviction I have now given you. As one who seeks truth, your heart has already decided. And as you embrace this, consider those around you who also walk in uncertainty. Share this message with those who need to hear it for your willingness to extend. My light opens channels for others seeking their own breakthrough. You are not alone in this journey, my precious one. You are part of my faithful remnant, those whose hearts are aligned with my divine flow, those who truly hear my voice and respond. Return for deeper understanding, for I have prepared the next message for you, a continued unveiling of your purpose and my presence. Until then, know that my peace encompasses you, my wisdom guides your steps, and my protection surrounds your dwelling. You are cherished, and your path is secured.